What's up everybody, this is Danny and this is the Nvidia Shield TV. If you're in the market for a set-top box, there are a ton of them out there, and good ones like the Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, the Nexus player, and they're fairly cheap and they do a pretty good job with a few compromises. But what Nvidia wanted to do was take their gaming knowledge and combine it with Android TV and replace all of these for the Shield TV to become the central hub of your multimedia experience. All of those set-top boxes are limited to 1080p resolution, but the Shield is very unique for it's one of the first boxes to output 4K at 60 frames per second, so you are future-proofing your setup here. So if you're interested in buying a 4K TV or have one, then this is a fantastic choice. Nvidia is offering some accessories here, which I'll show you later on in this video, but the Shield comes at $199 for the 16GB model, and there is a Pro 500GB model for $299. These are both available right now, so I'll leave links in the description section below where you can check it out and pick one up for yourself. I love the design of this thing, and it is extremely powerful. Nvidia's new X1 processor, that's an 8-core processor with 3GB of RAM and 256 graphics cores. All this packed into a very slim package, 802.11 AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, and so much more. With all of these ports, the Shield TV is definitely ready to be the center of your living room. It's got the power port, HDMI 2.0 for 4K output, the Ethernet port, 2 USB 3.0 ports, micro USB port, and it also has a micro SD card slot expansion, which is very important for the 16GB model for super easy and expandable storage, and you have your vents. On the front, you will see your IR receiver, which gives you compatibility with your universal remotes. The optional Shield stand looks awesome. It is matched to the finish of the Shield, and you don't have to have this to use it, but I think it looks amazing when it's up vertically like this. You don't have to have this to use it though. You can put it down like a traditional console and it looks just as good. That light strip is such an awesome touch. I love it. So turning this console on, you will be greeted with Android TV, and you can see there it's in 4K resolution. And that to me is very important, especially if you have a 4K TV, it's going to take advantage of that resolution. Many of you requested that I do this test on the Hisense TV that I did a video on prior. It's a budget 4K TV, so make sure you check out that video. I'll leave that link below as well. The interface is super simple and fast, very similar to the one that's on the Nexus player, and all of your games are right there. Your Shield hub is above it, and all of your apps are below. Since this is Android TV, you have access to the Google Play Store, movies and TV, games, YouTube, music. You can even view your local photos and videos right here. And if you want to use this as a server for all of your movies, you have apps like Plex, so you can take advantage of that. With all of these different apps like Sling, Hulu Plus, Netflix, and a couple of exclusive ones, it's definitely easy to cut the cord. So if you're looking to get away from cable, this is a perfect opportunity. Besides the interface of the Shield TV, Netflix supports 4K and it looks fantastic. So if you've never seen a 4K display before, along with 4K content, it is absolutely incredible. It is just popping, it's crispy. I just love the way that 4K looks on a 4K TV. So if you haven't experienced that yet, make sure you do. It looks awesome on the Shield TV. You can also enjoy 4K playback directly from the YouTube app, which is the best way to watch it in my opinion. So check out my videos in 4K, and it does it without a stutter or any hiccups. You can control the entire interface with the included controller, but I do like the optional Shield remote. I think it's a little bit more comfortable to use on prolonged periods, and it's got that nice big search button. What's the weather like today? The Shield TV does support Google Voice Search, which is awesome to do this from your living room. You can look for pictures, you can open apps with it, you can ask it whatever quirky questions you want to, you can look for a song or play a video. So it's very cool to do this. It is limited, you can't do like calendar appointments and stuff, but it is definitely useful. If you're more traditional on your inputs though, it does have keyboard and mouse support, so you can just hook that up via Bluetooth. No problems there. One of the things that I love most about the remote and the controller itself is that there is a headphone input in there. So if you don't want to disrupt other people while you're watching a movie, or you just want that better, more immersive sound while you're watching a movie, or if you want to just have one of those hardcore gaming sessions, but your kid is asleep or you have people over, then you can do so with that headphone jack. Speaking of gaming sessions, I can't do an Nvidia product review without talking about video games because this is what they are known for. There are a ton of games available in the Google Play Store, some exclusive to the Shield TV, but not every game is compatible because that is an Android TV limitation, nothing to do with the Shield TV. So hopefully Google will expand that later on in the future. But I can't wait for games like Resident Evil 5 to come native to the Shield TV. Performance of that Tegra X1 chip is absolutely amazing. It crunches through regular games like Leo's Fortune with no problems. And that's the one thing with the Nexus player and some of the other Android TV devices is that the GPU is definitely not as powerful, so you will not get this kind of performance from other set-top boxes. Super graphically intensive games like the Talos Principle run with no problems here, and what I like about this game is that you're able to tweak the GPU and CPU settings like you would on a PC, so I can see this console going in that direction. Classic games like Half-Life 2 now play on the Shield TV, which is really awesome. I love playing this game. It's running super smooth on here, and you will not have any problems. So performance-wise, when it comes to gaming, Nvidia definitely has this Shield TV on lock because it is performing fantastic. And it's very silent too while it's playing these games. If you're not familiar with the controller, it's the same controller that was on the Shield tablet, and it's nice and bulky. It fits really nice in the hand. It's a little bit heavy though, but I like the ergonomics. I like the way it feels, especially when you're doing prolonged gaming, so I definitely like the controller. This controller is also unique because it is a Wi-Fi direct connection, not a Bluetooth connection, so latency is really good on the controller. To be honest, I can't even tell. The latency is that good. Another way to game on here is Nvidia Grid. This is a service that they've had since the Shield Portable that has a server that Nvidia holds that it can render all the graphics server side and then basically beam it back to you. So it's a streaming service that's free right now, and they're expanding this service. There's not a whole lot of games available right now, especially new ones, but I know they're improving this, and eventually this will be a paid service where you can buy brand new games directly from the Grid service. This is simple to get fired up. It's going to analyze your network first to see how fast it is and adjust to it. A 5 GHz Wi-Fi network or the Ethernet connection is recommended for the fastest gaming experience, but it will vary depending on your speed. Even fighting games like Street Fighter 4 here have no problems playing. There's a little bit of latency with the controls, but as long as your connection is fast, it's definitely playable. If you want to record your footage or just stream to Twitch, you can do that with one button here, so Twitch fans will definitely be happy with this. So manual recording is awesome on this. The Grid service is pretty awesome in my opinion. You can have console level graphics here with all of the work being done by Nvidia being streamed right to you, so hopefully they'll have better games and more choices later on in the future. Also, I forgot to mention, if you do have a gaming PC with a compatible Nvidia graphics card, then you can stream your game directly to the Shield TV and play it in your living room, as long as you're in the same Wi-Fi network. If you were wondering, yes, you can sideload apps on here, and that's very important because not everything is compatible, but I love retro gaming, and you can sideload retro gaming emulators on here, and this X1 is very, very powerful. So you can play all the way up to PSP or even greater in emulation, and I'm playing God of War here. I didn't think that it was going to run very well because if you've seen some other set-top boxes running graphically intensive games like this, it does not run very well. So you can see God of War here playing at very acceptable frame rates, super playable. I was really impressed with the emulation on the Shield TV. Not every set-top box will have this capability, so if you're into retro gaming, then the Shield TV is definitely a top choice. To sum things up, I think the Shield TV is the best set-top box money can buy right now, and even though it holds the most premium price tag, I highly recommend it, and let me tell you why. The Shield has replaced my Chromecast because it has cast compatibility, so whatever is compatible with the iOS or Android device that I'm watching, I can cast it directly on there. It's got a file management system that I can put on there, so I can put as many movies and pictures as I want to, so I can definitely use this as a media server and just hook up a USB drive to it. I can use this as a hub for my music, and I can use this as a 4K TV box so I can watch 4K in Netflix, on YouTube, and the gaming experience is just top notch with exclusive titles. Even though this is more expensive than some of these other set-top boxes, it does a lot more, it has 4K support, and you will not get this kind of performance and the awesome accessories that come with it to replace the set-top box in your living room. So let me know what you guys think about the Shield TV. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Follow me on Twitter @SuperScientific, and I'll see you guys in the next video.